Hey there and welcome. So this is the second time that I'm on with the live stream, and it should be going straight to AMVW Art. I'm hoping you guys are seeing it. I have no idea if you are, but I'll have a look. Just gonna check it out. And it's Blind Pig. Yes, I see it's there. We're live. And we're live through the restream, which means that I will be live on YouTube as well. So I am live on both Facebook and YouTube. Hi Sarah, lovely to see you. Hi Bev, lovely to see you. As far as I see, I'm sending data to YouTube, but I am live online on Facebook. This is Blind Pig, and I've decided it should be blues and purples. So all my style blues and purples, Victoria put in this box. So I'll be picking from that. So hi Heather. So the theme of the colors is blues and purples. And I'll just be starting out, picking the first color. Hi Ross. Hi Anne. So yeah, anybody you can. And I can see both the comments from Facebook and the ones from YouTube. So I'm happy. I'm a happy camper. First color on is a brilliant blue. So I'm going to start with making some starting points. And the first one is going to be here. And I'm style file blind picking. And my blind pick theme is blues and purples. It's not always that I have a theme. Usually I just have the box, but this time I thought I'm just gonna blind pick from the blues and the purples, and then we'll see how it goes. And Victoria sorted through everything and got out all my blues and purples from my style file set. So I'm not sure. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know how many colors I'll pick, but we're just starting here. I'm seeing comments from both YouTube and from Facebook here on my stream. But of course, if you're on YouTube, you'll only be seeing the YouTube comments, and if you're on Facebook, I guess you'll be seeing the Facebook comments. I think that's the way it works. I don't know for sure how it works, but I'm thinking that that's probably the way it works. So here we go. And I'm gonna start this one. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let me see if there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe I'll be doing 10 colors, I don't know. I can see both, but I don't think that you guys can see both. I can see both. I can see clearly now. So I think I'm going to start this one here. There might be doubles, then I'll take away the double if I get the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't know, because this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that would be a 10. So I don't know. I just see everything because I'm on the multi-stream on the streamer. So I guess, yeah, if you want to see everybody's comments, you need to be on the same place. But yeah, that was the brilliant blue that I started out with. And now I'm just picking the next color. And that's actually the Napoleon blue. So here we go with Napoleon blue. It's a bit darker. This one seems to be a bit worn in the tip, but it's okay. It works. And then we got it here. We had the leftovers from yesterday's dinner. It was very lovely yesterday. We had a great time with Victoria's friend and her mom. A lovely dinner and good company. They slept over here because it was too late to go home, so but that's fine. And then we just had a chill out day today. Joseph came by earlier, just a wee bit, just a little hour or something. He was here. I haven't seen him since, like, I think Victoria's birthday, so that's quite a while. But he's also working really hard with this new place where he's working, and he's got some really seriously shitty shifts. Like today, he had to be at work at 10 in the evening, so he just stayed here an hour or so, and then he had to go home and get some rest before he had to go to work. And the problem is, it's about an hour's drive to go there and an hour's drive back. And he came all the way here, and he lives about an hour's drive away from here too. So, yeah, I don't get to see him a lot at the moment, but hopefully that will change. So we'll see about that. I think I missed that one. Oh, but that one will develop out from there. I got it. Yeah, we had a lovely time. So I'm going to pick the next color. We'll see what we pick. Oh, another blue. This is the royal blue. So yeah, we haven't picked a purple yet, but it will come for sure. So we got this one going here. That's another dark blue. Maybe I should have had them in two separate boxes so that I could pick a purple and then a blue, so I'd get them more mixed. But this it's just the way a blind pick goes, isn't it? If you will only get the blues. This is also a very dark one, the royal blue. It's pretty close to the one we had before, the Napoleon blue. So we had brilliant blue, Napoleon blue, and now we have royal blue. So yeah, and I have subscribed to this one so that from now on I will be sending to both YouTube and to Facebook at the same time, and to my AMVW art channel. It will cost me $19 a month, but I do think that it's worth it because I'll be live on YouTube as well. So I like that. But then maybe it'll only be when I'm sending that I'll be live both places. I don't know if it works with the phone, and for instance, Tina's does hers from the phone, and so it will, at least when I'm live, it will be both places. As of now, I think I'll be doing that. I'm having a little bit of breathing issues today. Should have taken my spray earlier, I think. But that too shall pass. Oh, that's great to hear, Heather. That's great to hear. But you guys will just have to decide if you want to be on the Facebook or on the other one. I mean, for me, it's all the same. I can see the comments of both. But of course, if you're on Facebook, you won't see the YouTube comments, and if you're on YouTube, you won't see those. I don't know if there is a direct link to this one because this one kind of just streams to the other ones. I don't think that you can actually see it on this one. I have no idea. I just know that this way I can send out to both places at the same time, which means that if one is down, then I'm still on the other one, which is a nice security thing. So here we go. So that was my royal blue. I'm digging into this box and we'll see what next is. Oh my god, another dark one. This is the ultramarine. I'm picking all the dark blues to begin with. That's a pretty dark thing, isn't it? Oh no. Maybe this was not my best idea ever. But yeah. Well, you can see the difference with this one. So it's okay. I can see it. But it's some very dark blues that we've started out with. 4 really, really dark ones. So yeah, next time I'll maybe separate them in 2 boxes so that I make sure that I get half and half. I don't know. I thought my plan was pretty good, but I can see that it might not have been the ultimate plan. Could have been better. But we get there. Slowly but surely. We're bound to pick a purple at some point. At some point. But this blue is a little bit purplish. Okay, great. So here we go. I hope you guys had a great time yesterday. Well, we had a great time. That's for sure. I made a roast in the oven that stood in there for 4 hours and it was tender like butter. It was just beautiful, and we had the leftovers today. And it was still absolutely brilliant. It was really, really good. Really, really, really lovely. And so that was kind of it. And my kitchen still looks nice. So that's good. It's still looking good. That is pretty, isn't it? I hope this is not like proving difficult for you guys to actually watch. I was just thinking that this way is secure because this way, if one place fails, the other place works, and so it's a good thing to have it like this. And also, yeah, I'm thinking that in the longer run, it's good to also be able to stream live to YouTube as well. Might get some new viewers on YouTube. You never know. But the more people we reach, the better. More people will discover the weirdies and hopefully enjoy them. And I'm really having bad breathing today. So let's see what we get this time. Oh, that's a cerulean blue. So that's like the fifth blue in order that I'm getting. So like, yeah, the idea was it was going to be blues and purples, and now I keep picking blues. Hi Bertha, lovely to see you. Hi Chris. Hi everyone. You're still in Cincinnati, Shanna. I'm glad to hear that. I hope you're having a great time there. So this is, at least it's a lighter blue than the others, but still, yeah, I guess it's a blue day. But those purples will pop up. At least this one will make the ultramarine look even more purplish. So yeah, we just had a great time yesterday. They had to move all the stuff from their apartment. She sold her apartment. She's moving to France on Tuesday. But she'll be back. We're going to go to she borrowed her parents' house. So we're gonna go there in 4 days here in July, like from 22nd to 26th. We'll be staying at her parents' house for like a mini vacation with the girls. So that will be nice. But on Tuesday they will be going to France, and then they'll be back on the 22nd, where we'll go. Or is it 21st? Well, anyways, where we'll go to 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 her parents' house. That's in another town. So 5 blues. There's a lot of blues in a row. The new color here was a cerulean blue. We've had brilliant blue, we've had Napoleon blue, we've had royal blue, we've had ultramarine, and now it's cerulean blue. And the mix is blues and purples. So let's hope we get some purples at some point. But so far it's been 5 blues in a row. I guess that's just the way things are. I think there are some doubles maybe in there, but then I'll just, if we hit a double that we already have, then I'll just take it off, put it to the side. Oh, that's great, Christina. Well, from now on, like I will be, when I'm live, I'll be on both, because I'll be doing it through this, because I found it easy to use, and now I actually made the subscription, so at least for a month I'll be doing it. We'll see if I'm going to continue. We'll see how things work out with it, if it's a good thing or not. I'm not sure. We'll just, only time will tell. But I kind of like the fact that I'm live both places. I can actually go live 30 different places at the same time. So I might try to check out some of the other channels. Unfortunately, Instagram is not one of them. I would have loved if I was able to go live on Instagram through this as well. So I'll have to see if there's something else that might be interesting. It is free if you're streaming to personal page, Heather. But my page with the AMVW art is not a personal page. That's a business page. So then we got pastel blue here. So that's not free. There you have to have a subscription. Hi, Hannah. Oh no, Kathy, I'm sorry. You need a subscription in order to stream to business pages. So otherwise, I could only stream to my personal page, and that's not really where the Weirdie is, because that's not where everybody's at. AMVW Art is the page where I stream all live videos to, or where I usually put up my color Weirdie day. So I need to keep it at the same channel, of course. So I had to take the subscription if I wanted to use this, and I do want to be able to. I think it's a good thing to be able to stream to both YouTube and Facebook at the same time. So I'm happy about that, but I'm not so happy about the money. But at least it's not as expensive as. Well, yeah, the other place where I was looking, there I could stream to all the things that I want to, but it's just extremely expensive, so I can't afford that. This is not as expensive, and now I'm just gonna try for a month to see if it's good. Give it 2-3 months. I don't know, to see how it works. This is like the 6th blue in a row. So much for my blue and purple, huh? Blue and purple blind pick. I seem to be picking blues constantly. I guess it's just a blue day so far. But eventually we will pick a purple. We'll have to. So here we go. But blues is good too. This one is pastel blue. It's called pastel blue. We had the brilliant blue, the Napoleon blue, the royal blue, the ultramarine, the cerulean blue, and now the pastel blue. So we're getting through some blues. Still got the blues. So I hope everybody's 4th of July was great. I did put out a little celebration drawing yesterday. So I hope you guys had fun with it. I saw a few beautiful colored examples. Already last night I saw that Bertha and Ross had already colored it in. Today I saw Heather just before I went on. Awesome, Marvin. I'm happy to hear that. Oh my, that's hot. Oh my. Here it's been a fairly nice day. It's been hot. There's it's lovely to see Joseph. Just for a little bit. He was telling Victoria that he's gonna teach her to play basket when he can. In well? Okay. Oh, finally a purple! A lavender! We got a purple! Our first purple! Vi har valgt 6 blå i træk. Den første lilla nu. So we got the purple now. Hi Ross. Om jeg vil høre en joke? Ja.
Hvad er farligst at ryge rundetårn? Ned.
Okay, ja. Yeah. That was a nice
Det er
joke.
vores baby joke.
I can't translate that joke because it wouldn't be fun in English at all. Wonderful, Savannah. That's great to hear. You feel like a wilted flower. Why, Beverly? We don't want you to feel like a wilted flower. Oh, I'll have to see Tammy's too. I'm sure I'll be seeing it when I start looking around. I got it up sort of last minute yesterday. Actually, you will also find a drawing in Fat Liners Big Edition 1, I think. You will find a drawing in there. I had to find something, and I thought this one was a little bit like spinning fireworks. So I thought that would fit nicely for 4th of July. And get spinning fireworks. I can hear my dad's telly is going off like a bomb. This one going here. So finally we got a little bit of purple in there. I don't know what he's watching. It sounds silly. Sounds very silly. This is lovely. Now I'm happy that I got the purple in there. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, that's great, Ross. I'm happy to hear that. I guess maybe the quality is better on YouTube. I don't know. But from now on, I'll be live both places, so then you will be able to choose which one fits you the best. And that will, of course, be up to you guys where you like to watch it the most. It takes a bit of time before it actually renders on YouTube so that I can download it. But the next day it's fine, so that's kind of cool. So here we go. Finally, we got the purple coming in there. Happy about that. I was thinking that we were never going to get to the purples. Now we'll have to see what the next color will be. Well, it's a limited because there's not that many because Victoria picked out all the blues and the purples from the style files. So there is a limitation there. Well, I'm great. I'm happy to hear that it's working well for you. Yeah, I'm also, yeah, I'm live at two places at the same time. I actually would have the ability to go live on 30 different places with this, but none of them are Instagram, where I would really like to be able to go live. But I don't want to make separate videos, you know, I don't want to put more work on. How clear the picture is, Beverly, is about the streaming, about the bandwidth, and all that. That can be different from day to day. This is an ice blue, so that will always, the picture quality will always differ somewhat when you're streaming live, and it can differ in the middle of the streaming because it's about bandwidth. Um, that's uncontrollable. So it will be really, I mean, there's no controlling that. Um, that's sort of, yeah, it's on the different days, it will be different. So this was the ice blue. There's a little bit more turquoise in it. The ice blue, I guess. It's a little turquoisey. That's great, Chris. But it's usually better on YouTube. Okay, that's nice to know because I've actually, the other times where I've been on YouTube, you all guys said that the video quality was better there than on Facebook. So let's hope that it's like that then. Of course, it's a great alternative, but I'll still be both places. So that way, you know, if you can just choose where you want to be. Of course, it's a little bit like, for instance, if we're all talking together, it's nicest to be on the same channel so that we can see everybody's comments. I can see everyone's here. You spoke too soon. Yeah, that's what happens. It jinxed it. This is lovely, isn't it? Lovely. It's a good thing that I didn't make a specific number and count it out because, you know, if I had set 10 like I was gonna do, then, you know, we would have very little space for because there's already 7 blues and only 1 purple. So let's just see how it pans out when we stop. Maybe we'll go all the way and use all of them. I don't know. We'll just have to see how it pans out. And Victoria and I, we watched a movie when we were having dinner. And up until I had to go on here, we watched Air Buddy. Victoria loves that movie. Well, she loves any movies with dogs in it. She likes that. And Air Buddy was a nice, sweet movie. So we had a good time watching that, and she was happy. So now we got our first 3, 6, 8 colors here. So now I'm just gonna take another one. And that's the pastel blue. We already had that one, so I'm just gonna skip that one, then I'll pick another color. And this is the brilliant blue that we already had as the first one, so I'll pick another color. And that's a lavender. We already had that one. So I'll pick another color. And that is pale blue violet. We didn't have this one, so this one we can continue with. So yeah, if I pick a double color, then we just skip it and pick a new one. We want to have the colors represented, but not doubly. Not doubly. Here we go. Then this one goes in here. And here. And here. But yeah, it was nice to see Joseph after not seeing him for so long. He'd gone to the gym yesterday and he stretched his shoulder. So he was a little bit in a pain with his shoulder. He probably lifted too much. He's pretty fit like that. He likes to go to the gym. But like he says, like with the job and the shifting work hours, it's been hard to keep up with the gym because also he has like today he had to go to work at 10 in the evening and then he'll be off at 7 a.m. in the morning and then tomorrow he'll have to go to work at it's 10 minutes to 6 in the evening and then he'll be off at 7 in the morning and the same on Sunday he has to go to work at 10 to 7 and he will be there until 7 in the morning, so it's like 12-hour shifts. So he's pretty tired. And of course when he has a 12-hour shift then it's almost only he gets home and he sleeps and then he has to go again because he's also got an hour's transport each way. So it's a little bit hard at the moment. I don't think he's overly excited about the job. It sounds pretty boring. He's operating the machines in the factory and then doing it's like a chemical plant. So it's not really interesting. Okay, we got a new one that is deep violet. I don't think it's. Is it? Do we see the whole thing? Yeah, we see the whole thing now. It's hard for me because some of the places are blocked a bit so that I don't see them on the video image that I'm seeing. So this was the deep purple. Smoke on the water, fire in the sky. I think there's been a lot of accounts hacked. I've been getting weird messages from people that were on my friends list, and like, is this your video? And then, that I do never ever click the video. If you get a message where it's saying, is this your video with a lot of different emojis, don't click the link. Block, report it as spam, delete the message. Whatever you do, do not click the link. Hvad? Ja, hvis de får en besked med en video i, så skal de ikke klikke på videoen. because usually they have viruses going through like that. So I usually delete, but I also block the person who sent it. And I don't care if it's a person that's been on my friend list, because if I get a message like that, it's because they've been hacked. And so I will delete and I'll block, because I really don't want to get hacked. But there's also people who will make accounts, like twin accounts of yours. Will just take your picture and then they'll make an account that looks like yours. So always double check if you get a new request from somebody.
Mener du, hvor der er sådan en lille grå ting, hvor der står navnet på en anden video, der minder meget om den samme video, der har det samme tema?
Nej, ikke helt.
Nå, sådan noget.
Ja. Det er ikke sådan. Det her, det er sådan nogle private beskeder, man får. Så det er ikke det samme, vi snakker om her. So yeah, Victoria and I, we slept on the couch. Because Victoria's friend, she slept in Victoria's bed. But since Victoria didn't fall asleep as early as her, then she had gone in and she had gone on my bed, on the day bed in my office. So then I had to go on the couch. I give the friend's mom my bedroom. Then I was planning on going on the day bed in my office, because if I couldn't sleep at that time, then I could go a little bit on the computer or something. So that was kind of my plan. But then Victoria had taken that one, so I went to sleep on the couch, which is not a good place for my hips, because my hips are killing me today. Then Victoria, of course, went to the couch as well, because I was there. So yeah, it is totally ridiculous when people steal. It's like crazy. I don't get it, but yeah, we'll get the next color, and that is pastel violet. Pastel violet. We're finally getting some violets in here after all the blues. And we got, like, what's that, 4 or 5? We got 10 colors now. This is number 11. This one is more like pinkish, not really pastel violet as I had thought. It looks more pinkish, but, well, it will give us a little bit of a shake up. To me, this definitely looks pink. I almost feel like picking another color and hoping that it can cover it, because to me this is not like a purple. It looks like a pink. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna pick another color and try to put it over, because I don't see this as being purple. You can also see the color on it. It's not that. So I'm picking another color. That's lavender again. We already had that. This is ice blue. We already had that. This is Prussian blue. We didn't have that. So I'm going to put that over that pinkish one that's called pastel violet, because it doesn't look at all pastel violet. It looks pink, so I'm going to cover it, because it doesn't go with our blind pick of purples and blues. So it's been scrapped. So I'm just going to cover it with the Prussian blue. So that's it. Gone. Yeah. That's crazy. Men jeg laver det sådan, så det kører både på, kan du se heroppe, den er både på Facebook og på YouTube. Victoria's asking, so why are you doing it on YouTube? Because it's working on Facebook now. And it's like, I'm doing it both places now. So just explaining to her what's going on here. Because this way, så kan jeg være på begge steder. Så nu kører den både på YouTube og på Facebook. Så der er double up. It's a double up thing. Du skal børste tænder, den har tøj og i seng. Ja. Jeg vil egentlig hellere have, at du hører lydbog. Godt. Jeg tror, du falder bedre i søvn, hvis du hører lydbog, end hvis du har iPad kørende. So this is lovely. Really lovely. Then we got it going here. And here. Yeah, the split commenting I can't do anything about. That's just, everybody has to make a decision if they're gonna be on the one place or the other. I guess right now I can see that we got 5 on Facebook and 15 on YouTube, so I guess that YouTube is probably the place that most people are actually enjoying the most, I guess. I don't know. But that's how the numbers look to me. And I definitely see more YouTube comments than Facebook comments, so I'm guessing that that's probably the place where we'll see the most comments. So this one, actually, I'm a little bit excited because this one will carry down and start this portion here. So that we'll finally start working. You see this one, it sort of fits with carrying down here. That was why I waited with this part, with this section. And then we got our last one here. So here we go. It's lovely. But it seems that most of you guys are preferring YouTube, I guess. So that's a good thing, especially if it's better quality. We'll see, what is this? Dark violet light. Yeah, we don't have that one, so that's another one. I'm just gonna check it. Okay, it is purple. It is purple. It's not another pinky winky one. We don't want the pinky winky one. So I guess there's being less and less in the box. Might be more doubles, so we'll see. Maybe we'll just take everything in the box. I mean, this might help, the fact that it's on YouTube. Maybe it will help get more subscribers on YouTube. We can always hope for that. That's what I'm hoping for. And it will also maintain like views and stuff, I hope. I don't know if this restream thing goes into the statistics of YouTube, but I would guess so. But I have no idea. I'll have to. I mean, it's not like I can see it now, but I guess at some point I'll be able to see it. I just have to figure out where to look for it. And we got it here. We got it here. It's going right in there. And down here. So it is developing nicely, this. Well, it's sort of like a specific blind pick because it's a blind pick from blues and purples. So there's a point to it with the colors. It's called a controlled blind pick. Now we got the baby blue. Baby blue. Finder du på undskyldninger for ikke at gå i seng, eller hvad? Okay. Is it incredible how inventive kids are by finding excuses when they're supposed to be in bed? Yeah. In that news. And that's good. So, we got yet another goodnight kiss. You can never have too many goodnight kisses. Victoria's a firm believer in that. That is also a great excuse for coming back in to give another goodnight kiss. Or a goodnight hug. No, it's not an excuse. That's what she says. It's not an excuse. And we finally, in the second-hand shop, found a frame for her family portrait. So that was great. It's been there a while, that frame. And then today we got it for her so that she could put the big family portrait that she made in the frame. So now it's framed. I forgot that one over there. I'm just going to backtrack and get that done before I forget it. Don't want to forget about it. Don't you forget about me. You can't see comments, but you can see it bigger than when you see it on the tele, I guess. Here we go. Oh yeah, and he had to check out if he had. I told Joseph to look out if he had a day off on, if he was working on the 19th. I mean, it's my birthday on the 17th, but on the 19th, Victoria's going to the summer house with my cousin. That's a Friday, from Friday to Sunday. So I'm going to put this here, but I'm also going to put it here, because this is sort of the last one we see is the light purple there, so that comes after this one. So we're starting on the last section here. It's pretty neat. I like the colors so far. We got like what, 4, 8, 12, 13. So now it's not that many left in the box now. Cerulean blue, we already had that one. And this is cobalt blue. We don't have that one. So cobalt blue it is. So I guess when there's no more colors left that we didn't have, then that's when we're done. Then we'll just have to start over again. I don't know. It sounds like my dad is watching the Muppet Show or something. It's like weird. I'm sure he ain't watching the Muppet Show, but the voices sound like it. Like really hysteric. That's weird. It's kind of weird. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. So I'm like a television star now. Now I'm not just like a live video on Facebook. Now I'm on the tele. I've invaded the television in your house now. That's lovely. And then we got to go here. So here we go. I guess there's more blues than there are purples in this set. And with the one purple being pinkish, I guess, that even reduces it more. That pastel purple, pastel violet, that was pink. We had to cover it. I might not have all of them. It could be. There's a possibility that I don't have all the colors. But I have almost all the colors, I think, in Starfire. They gave me a lot, so. There we go. So that was the cobalt blue. And what is this? Light violet. I don't have that one. So that's a good thing. I have the deep violet, and this is the light violet. Doesn't really look that light to me. I'm a celebrity. That's cool. Full screen concerts. The 21st of July. I'm not even sure I'm here on the 21st of the July. I have to. D-E. T-E-K. D-T-T-E-V. Sorry, I'm spelling. Yeah. Detektiver. Someone will be. Well, I will be at some point. I also have to get like catching up. I have a lot of catch-ups now, all the way from May and June. But I'm just not having a lot of time at the moment, also because it's Victoria's summer holiday, so I'm sort of spending the time with her. Whereas normally when I do catch-ups is when she's at school or doing something else. So at the moment it's not, very. There we go. This one doesn't have like a whole lot of juice in it, I can feel that. But I won't have to do a lot, so it will be okay, I think. I'm really running out of alcohol in all the markers. I might try to see if I can. I have to try, but it just takes time. I don't really have a lot of time to do stuff at the moment. Tomorrow we have to like try to do the laundry. Oh my god, I hate doing the laundry. Well, you guys know that I hate doing the laundry. But we have a time at the laundry downstairs at 5 in the afternoon, and we gotta do it. It gotta be done at some point. Ultramarine, we already had that one. And what is this? Is Indian blue, I think. Indian blue. I don't think we have that one. Let me check. No, we don't have that one. Indian blue it is then. It's actually all of them are pretty dark. I think that's why I find that my my blind picks from Style Files are a little bit more boring than when I do blind picks with the Pro markers, because they're all kind of darkish in the colors. There's a lot of dark colors. Hvad laver du, Victoria? Hvad? Sorry, I just have to. I don't know what Victoria is up to. 1 second, I'll be right back. I guess it's just because it was noisy on the street that she's sort of, yeah. She's angry about the noise in the street, but we can't really do that. You only have 2 left for July. Oh my god, you are ahead. I'm behind. I'm not behind on the minis except for one, like from yesterday. Um, but I'm definitely behind on Weirdies. Totally behind on Weirdies. But I mean, we don't have to do all of them. Nej, men altså, det kan vi ikke rigtig gøre noget ved. Nej. Hvad? Okay, men jeg ved det ikke, Victoria. Maybe it's a street party today. I don't know, but I haven't heard music the rest of the day.
Der hvor der er lyskryds, og så spiller de musik, og så er der folk, der tager videoer.
Okay. There's some people playing music and they're standing there with a microphone at the light at the street crossing, and there's people taking videos of them, so I have no idea what it is. That Victoria can see it from here, but of course, it's noisy. I mean, I got the window closed here, so. There we go. Victoria is of the opinion that they should be doing that in the daytime and not at night. Here we go. So I'm guessing that there is only 2 colors left. Let me see, what is it? I think that one of them we already have, because that's a deep, no, that's deep violet. That's a 466. We already have that one. And this one is peacock green. That one we're not going to use. So we've actually used all the colors. These are the ones that we sorted out. Peacock green and then the pastel violet. The pastel violet was pink and peacock green is green. And the others were repeats. So this was the last color on. Then we're going to be repeating from this selection. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 colors. So 16 colors. Wow, Randy, you're ahead too. But you know, when you're working on the covers, you're actually ahead, because then that month next year, or well, then now this will be for 2021. But then you actually already have 7 of the month if you colored all the ones for the cover. So that way you'll be ahead with 7. So now we're back with the first color, which was brilliant blue. Oopsie, there was a roller. I better get this one. My little beautiful heart that I of course got from my lovely daughter. A beautiful glass heart. Blue with there's gold flecks inside and flowers. It's so pretty. Isn't it beautiful? It's just really pretty. My daughter is the best at finding wonderful gifts. She's the gem at everything she does. I'm so happy that I have her. She makes my days so much brighter. I don't think they would be bright without her at all. Well, you never know, but I don't think so. Not the same way, that's for sure. She's filled my life with so much love. Every day. Okay, det kan vi så ikke lige gøre så meget. Yes, lige nu. There we go. I'm loving it. But yeah, it's not very bright colors, and there's not a lot of very light colors. Even the ones that look light are not really light, I would say. But they're still pretty. They are still very pretty. So we'll just have to do with it. They're not that. They're a little bit more murky, I think. I don't know if that word exists, but let me see. So that was 16. So I'd have to count to 15. I'm just going to try, because I'll probably be able to count out there, but Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Then this would be the 16. So it's only one place where we have to count out. We might as well get that instead of having to do another round there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just gonna this a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fire in the sky, smoke on the water. Then we got Napoleon Blue. That's beautiful. And I actually think that I'll be moving Book of the Week reveal to Sunday so that it's the same day as the winner's day. I'm thinking about doing that because I don't know why, but just because I don't know. But I don't know. I have a feeling that I'll feel better with having it on Sundays. I don't know. I guess I'm just more stressed on Fridays. Um, I seem to be in a bind. That's so true, Tina. They are a blessing. Wow, Randy. That's so cool. But then, yeah, you will be ahead. So that means that you'll be 7 Weirdies. If you do all 7, then you'll be 7 ahead for each month. That's pretty cool. So that just means that you'll be ahead, 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 ahead. Because then you don't have to do it again because you already did it. Well, you'll of course have to remember to post it once it's. Look at that. And we made Hasselback potatoes. Hasselback potatoes for the meat that was left over from yesterday. Um, I love those potatoes. They're so good. They're really, really lovely. And Victoria loves them so much. I had made so that there was like 2 per person and one more, so that one could have like 3, but it ended up that I had 1.5 and Victoria had 2.5 and my dad had 3. So, but everybody was happy and everybody was full, so that's the most important thing. I usually don't eat a lot of potatoes, but when it's Hasselback, I can eat it because I just really love them. They're so good. They're so yummy. And the meat was just a dream. I didn't heat the meat because it was so lovely red. And if I had like heated it up, it could have killed the red. I didn't want to risk that. Then I'd rather eat the meat cold and then have a warm sauce with it. and the potatoes were warm too. So, and the meat was just like butter. Was so good. I love good meat. I'm a meat person, totally a meat person. Oh, my Victoria's friend Nana, who was here yesterday with her mom, she told us that at her dad's place they have one meat day a week. So only one day a week they get meat. All the other days they don't get any meat. I'm like, oh, well, I sometimes have like veggie day where I get veggies, but that's usually if Victoria ain't home, then I will buy leeks and I'll just like grill them or steam them or boil them and eat them with butter and salt because I love that. But nobody else loves it. So, but yeah, they have only one day that they eat meat at her dad's place. I don't think her mom doesn't have rules like that. Um, but she used to be a vegetarian. She just like uh, changed from being vegetarian to actually eating everything again, which is nice because it makes it easier for me. Um, because I really like meat. I like cooking meat. I like eating meat. I'm a meat person, and that's just the way it is. I couldn't imagine not eating meat at all. I can easily, like I can eat, have no meat for several days. I like veggies or other things, but I couldn't imagine not having meat at all. Like cutting it out of my life, um, or cheese for that matter. I couldn't imagine not eating cheese. I love cheese. I don't eat it that much because the cheese I like is really expensive, so I don't buy it very often unless it's on some kind of sale and I'm lucky. But yeah, regular cheese I eat, the one that Victoria likes. But I'm not really that much into that one. So here we go. And next one up is the ultramarine. That's the one that's a bit purplish in it. It's sort of what I call like a really beautiful midnight color. I don't know why. I just see it like that. I guess I wish that midnight was like a purple blue, radiant purple blue. This is lovely, lovely. Isn't it lovely? I guess we should actually make like a blind pick with blues and purples from the pro markers sort of um, to compare the colors, but I don't have all the I mean, I'm running out of the Pro Markers. That's why I don't have them out so much. So I probably won't have all of them. If we were gonna make a pick where it was the purples and the blues of the Pro Markers, I definitely don't have all the blues in the Pro Markers or the purples. So yeah. Well, anyways, well, we can always try. So this is the cerulean blue. So 16 colors in total we got here. There we go. Pretty. And then we got the next one. Oh, melted cheese, yeah. 3 colors. Yeah, you need your sleep. Been bad the past. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Tina. That will be up to Tina because it's Tina who has to number them and pick out the winners. So that will be a question for Tina about when the deadline is. Randy, if I change announcing it to Sunday, I just feel like the last few times that I've been sort of late with it, and then I was thinking maybe it's better that I announce it on Sundays, and maybe I'll stress less about it. I don't know. I'll probably stress about that too. I don't know. I always stress about something, don't I? I mean, I don't like stressing, but I'm always thinking, no, I have plenty of time, and then all of a sudden I don't, because like now it's almost already, it's like 11:35 almost, 11:34, and it's I try to be on at 10, but time just passes, doesn't it? It goes so fast. But sometimes, I mean, yeah, the other day it was a very fast Weirdie. I made everything quite quickly, only 2 hours, I think. Less than 2 hours. But yeah, it differs. From Weirdie to Weirdie, it differs with how much time it takes to do it. Some Weirdies are long, some are slow. Some they just go and go. And now I'm being silly. But I like to finish around midnight. And like this, with me doing it like this, where I'm doing it, where I'm streaming to both platforms, I'll not start a new video for the mini. I'll just do it straight ahead, in the, yeah, just when I finish the Weirdie, then I pop on to the mini without starting a new video, just on the same video, because I think it just, yeah, then I don't have to start and end and It's going to be a little bit more annoying with my speed videos, but then the speed videos will just have to include both. Wow, that sounds great, and it's really hard when it's such narrow spaces. That's true. Did I show you the one with the side by side that I'm working on making? I'm gonna make uh, a tester with the side by side, and then after that, I'll decide if the next Weirdie tracker will be side by side or it will be the text one. Because on the side by side, I won't really have. There won't be room for text. I am though adding a black background and then a color wheel. So if you're not doing like alcohol markers, then you will be able to use the color wheel. But of course, if you're using alcohol markers, I'm sort of made it like on the one page, it has the date, and then there's a color wheel with 72 spaces. So you could it has a black background, and of course the spaces in the color wheel are white. But like for instance, you're not gonna use maybe 72 colors, but then you could put the color on the one and then write the color underneath. But of course that won't really do if you're using alcohol markers. So I'm like a little bit torn if I'm gonna do it like that or if I'm not, if I'm just gonna do it the same as the Weirdie trackers now. But I just really like the side by side idea. I can show you print out that I made with the side by side so that you can sort of understand how it would. I mean, I like that notion of having them side by side in the tracker, and the tracker would be US letter size because I would be able to fit all the pages in, and then the Weirdie would be, side by side, upside down, and I just think that that would just look great. And of course, they would be bigger than they are in the tracker now, so they would be even more colorable. Um, but of course, yeah, you wouldn't be able to use the color wheel if you're using alcohol markers. So that's sort of, yeah. But then you'd be able to see the colors through it on the other side. So I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna make uh, a proof copy once I'm done laying out the book. And then I'll get the proof copy home, and then I'll make a video where I show you guys the proof copy, and then maybe we can vote off if it should be the same as the before Weirdie tracker or if I should go with the new way. Um, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see how it looks when I get it, if it's at all interesting or not. I just like the idea of having them the upside down side by side. I like that layout because they would be bigger than they are now, which would mean that they were a little bit more colorable, so that one could potentially have the Weirdie tracker and use that for coloring the daily Weirdie just a little bit smaller. Well, a lot smaller, but not as small as in the tracker that it is in now. It will still be a bigger size, yeah? Okay. Du skal sove. Ja, men så skal du sove nu. Så der er ikke mere nu. Det er slut. Ja. Medmindre du har noget afslappningsmusik, du vil høre til at sove på. She wanted to hear her audiobook, but she got distracted because she was looking at doggy pictures. It was an accident. You know how those accidents happen. You just like start looking at one doggy picture and they're so darn cute, and you forget time and space and everything around you, and you just one doggy picture takes the next doggy picture and you just can't stop because they are so cute and so sweet. Is actually, yeah, that was what I was thinking, Beverly. I mean, I can color them even with these markers, but I was just thinking that it would be more useful if it was bigger. And then I was thinking that it could be really neat if the upside down were next to each other. I just think that that would be sort of really cool. The black on the back side. Yeah, I made the black backside black on this on the new Weirdie track I'm working on. But I guess if you didn't do the black on the backside and you actually had, I'm just thinking, if you let's say that you had this and you don't have the black on the backside, then you would have the see-through of the colors, and then you could kind of write in pencil what the colors were or something like that. I don't know. But I like this next to each other because it sort of also emphasizes the multiple use of them, and then you can actually, I think they would be. This is printed in a real size, I think. I said printed 100%, so it's U.S. letter size. The book, no, not U.S. A3, no A4, the Danish A4s, which means that it's a little bit longer but not as wide. So I don't know, but I'll have to see it, have it in my hand and hold it to see if it works. No, not with a design that small. It might be. I don't know. I mean, I think that for some it might make, that you could do the daily weirdie quicker because it was smaller. For others, they would rather have it bigger. Like, I like it big. Um, but I don't know. We'll have to, like, once I've done the example, then I'll show you and we can sort of look at it and talk about pros and cons, and if maybe, I should change something about it, or here we go. We're closing in on this one. It's a rather large one, lots of lines. Now we got our Prussian blue. That was the one we used to delete, that Pinky Winky one. Victoria actually, when she listens to like de-stressing music, sleepy music, it's like special compilations made on YouTube that is like for dogs when they're home alone, because they show dog pictures. So I was like, at one time, I was like thinking it was strange that I kept getting these like dog relaxation videos suggested by YouTube. I was like, that's like weird. Why are they suggesting me to watch like dog stress, less stress or relax for dog videos? And it turns out it's because Victoria listens to it when she's relaxing, so that she can look at the pictures of the dogs. Exactly. Yeah, you like them, the smaller ones. Yeah, but there's not going to be room for that because then I would have to make them that much smaller and then it would defeat the purpose of making them bigger. That's why I made that color circle on the opposite side. Um, Otherwise, you could always like write them down in pencil on the back, then you wouldn't be able to see it. I don't know if I didn't do the back black. But if I have to make, because you see, if I have to make room at the sides or in the middle, because they all have different, there will be room in the middle and some there won't. But if I have to size it down, then it goes down all the way, and then it defeats the purpose of having them as big as possible. And the whole idea with having them like this was to have them as big as possible so that they would be more colorable, so that the Weirdie tracker could function as a book in the way that you could actually, use it to color in. Um, so there's sort of, yeah, there's pros and cons for it. And then it's just about figuring out what would be the best solution. This is lovely. So here we got, that's baby blue, and the other one was the uh, dark violet light. Dark violet light. And this is the baby blue. Then we got the cobalt blue. I mean, I wish I could make a book where it was with this size, with the A3 and spiral bound. I wish I could make one that size. That would be lovely. With all of them in one. I would love that. That would be my dream thing, to have like a spiral bound with all the ones for the whole year. That would be really brilliant. And maybe side by side. Then it would be US letter size almost, or A4, because it would be side by side. That would be so cool. But that's a whole different thing, because that would be really, really expensive to make a book like that. I don't even think that there is a place where I can make a book that I can't make it that big on demand. I would have to get it printed, and yeah, it would cost a fortune. So that's not an option, but it's a nice thought. I could probably make a version for myself, like, well, you know, if I could afford it, have it spiral bound and everything. Like, it could be fun, couldn't it? You know, if I had the whole thing in one. But then, yeah, then it would be difficult to scan them, and there would be all kinds of things about that too. Then I would have a problem with scanning them. If I had them spiral bound in one big book. And it would probably be one heck of a thing to manage, you know. So that was the last color on. So that's our Weirdie for blind pick. Oh, yeah. Well, you know, I have made like a place where you could track the colors on the opposing page. You know, like, we're just going to have a look at the next 2 days. Here we go. This is tomorrow. It's a crazy funny one. It's a funky little Weirdie dude. Yeah, it could go upside down. I like the face like that, his expression. And that could be a funky hair thingy. A little hat. Or a little, it could be a little turtle that's pulled his head in. I don't know. But that's tomorrow. It's a funky one. And this is Sunday. Wow. That's a big one. That is a big one. So that's Sunday. So Saturday and Sunday. Funky days coming up. So here we go. I'm just going to grab the mini. The mini. Here we go. There it is. There it is. So what I've done on the one where we have the double layout, where we have the two Weirdies side by side, then on the black here, there's written the date, January, and then January 20. There's no like year. And then there's a color, like a color chart circle. What's it called now? I forget the word. But a circle. Of course, all of this is black. Then the writing is in white, and the circle has white spaces. It's got 72 spaces, so you can actually like put your color and then the name. But of course, if your colors are alcohol markers, then it wouldn't be useful because then it would bleed through. So yeah, there's pros and cons. Sorry. So this was Thursday. I'm just gonna write Thursday here. Oh, that one was so cute. This one was so cutie. Sorry. Yeah, he's right. Oh, cutie. And beautiful colors. Yeah, that was a beautiful rainbow. Then we had Thursday. That's the one I'm behind with now. Thursday. 4/7/2/19. And that was live with Tina yesterday. So that one I need to catch up on. And we're going to have a look at today. Oh, that's a pretty one. That's a little funky one there. So that's today. And you can see, yeah, it's already midnight and 4 minutes here. Exactly, wouldn't have to break the back of the book. That's true. Thank you, Marvin. So this is Friday, 5/7/2019, live Maria. And now I'm just gonna write the numbers because looking at the names is like 550, 554, 558. This one I can't see. That is 556. 556. Then we got 518. 518. 514. Then we got 428. Then we got 562. And we got 416. Then we have 466. Then we got 522. Then we got 414. 414. Then we got 516. Then we got 552. And we got 464. And the last one is 560. So that's our colors from this blind pick. The book might break your back. Exactly. So yeah, I don't know. It would be cool to have them all in one spiral bound collection on marker paper. On marker paper. Whoa. That would be like really cool. So let's see. I think, therefore I am. I think I'm just going to start right here. And then I'm going to start in here. And then we're just going to put the color there. And then we're just going to take it from there and see how it spreads out. And if we're going to get all of the colors on, it ain't sure. It ain't for sure. It may be, it may not. That would be an extra deluxe version, but I think it would be extremely costly if I have to be realistic about what the cost would be of that. I don't think that anybody would be interested in buying it because it would be totally pricey. And it would weigh a ton. You know, like an A3 spiral bound edition. Of course, you know, if it was printed on marker paper, it would probably be a little bit lighter. Yeah, and a huge table. The book would be a table in itself. The book would be the table. So here we go. You see them very close, these dark ones. We'll see how far we get with the colors. I think we'll get all of them in on this one, but defo not on the little one, the wee little one. And make a deluxe edition. But imagine all the printing of like 366 pages and then spiral binding that's going to be like really difficult unless you have like the right machinery and then what to do for cover and yeah. This is the ultramarine. I got something there, but I'll backtrack with that. We'll get it there. Exactly. It would be a huge, huge book. It would be a huge. I mean, I would really love to have a book like that, like a coffee table book of weirdies, of a whole year's weirdies. But it wouldn't be feasible price. Well, I mean, there's no print on demand place that could do that big size. Um, and the ones where you can actually do bigger sizes, I have looked into it. Believe me, I have looked into that. Those places, the book would not be able to hold that many pages. I'm just going to backtrack with this one. That was the one that I was missing here. It wouldn't be able to hold that many pages. That would be an impossibility. Um, so that would be first obstacle, even on a print on demand. And then the price would just be ridiculously high. So it's a nice dream, but unfortunately, a very unrealistic one. Unfortunately. I mean, what I could do is I could have them all printed, and then I could go to the copy shop and have that spiral bound. I don't know how much they would charge for if I printed them myself. So I don't know how much they would charge for spiral binding it. I don't even know if they have a machine that can do a 3 spiral bound, but I guess they do in the professional place. They would have something that I could do that with, that could do that. But what they would charge for doing it, I don't know. But I could look into that. I like candy. I'm being very careful here because I really would like to get all the colors in there. Over here, it's just gonna end a little bit earlier because there's not room for all the colors over here because it's a wee one. But if we get all the colors in one of them, that's fine too. And I need to set up that Mandala Day. It will be a Mandala Day Volume 2 that we'll be using for next year's daily books. The frames and stuff that I was working on, I'll be doing in a separate set of books, because I like my idea about having the frame with a really, I have to find some very positive, life affirming quotes, or, I want to have some nice quotes in there, something that sort of sets the tone for it. Sort of something where, you can focus on the thought of that quote while you're coloring, so that you're sort of like opening up, and then maybe it will be helpful as a mental health thing that you are thinking about the positive quote while you're coloring. I don't know. I mean, this is sort of like an idea I have in my head, and we'll see if it works. So I'm reserving my frames and my filled frames for that. So that will be a total different book. But it will be a set of 3 books. I'm thinking that it will be a set of 3 books. Yes, a mandala a day, but it will be a new mandala day. So it will be all new mandalas. I already have them done for a long time. I just never got around to making a mandala day too. But I have all the drawings. So now I should just make the book. I also have them all vectored, and it's just I have to make the pages for it. The inside of the book. I think those frame books will be really nice. I'm sort of thinking there's like several possibilities. I'm thinking of how to do them. That it will be like, you got that frame with a positive quote, and then maybe you have a page where you got it like divided into sections where like you can maybe write down your meals, write down stuff you're grateful for, or something like that, and then you have the filled frame that you can color. So it would be like each frame would have like, it would be 3 pages, where you got the frame and the first one with a positive, something positive, or something about, loving yourself, something really positive reminder, or something like that, that of course also would be colorable. And then a page where you could write down your own stuff, daily stuff, or whatever you would like to write there. It could also just be, I don't know, because I was like thinking, I like that there might be different little boxes, but I'm not sure yet. I might also skip that idea, but I thought it could be nice. Why are you here again? Hvorfor er du her igen? Nu går du bare ind og lægger dig til at sove, skat. Godnat, jeg kommer forbi, når jeg skal på toilettet efter. Oh my god. She does not succumb to sleep. Well, this one is done up here. So we only got this one here. Oopsie doopsie daisy. So we got this one going here. I just have to put it over here. And that's the right one. And I think this one will carry on. And this one I'll backtrack. Yeah, just like her mom, that's true. Oh, but the frame books, they won't have daily videos. The daily videos will be a 366 of of a mandala day. They're little ones, and then there will be an edition where you have a bigger, like a big edition of them. So those that don't like small spaces, they can get the big edition books. So the mandala day, you remember the last mandala day? There was the 366 book where the mandalas are fairly small. They're sort of like a 5 by 5 inches. And then I had 3 big edition books where you had them in a bigger size. So that means on those, that will be a day next year to replace the mini Weirdie book. There you can make a choice if you want to have the smaller images or the bigger images. So then you will just choose which book you get. Or which books, because if it's this bigger images, it will be divided into 3, like I've done with all the other big editions. So, for instance, if you don't like the small spaces and you like big spaces, then you would get the big edition. And if you are okay with the smaller images that will be in the 366 books, you would get that one. So there will be, so that everybody has a chance to do them, instead of like thinking, oh my god, the spaces in these mandalas are way too small for me, I can't do that. Then you can choose to have the big edition instead. So I'm trying to make it so that there is, that everybody can participate. And the frame books will be a different thing that won't be on videos and stuff. It might, Randy. I'm not sure. I don't know. I mean, I'm just trying to do. I mean, yeah, it might take longer. I don't know. I mean, maybe the fat liners would be better for, but then there's some people who already have the fat liners, that already have colored them, and so I don't know. That's why I want to make it something entirely new, and I won't be able to draw up a new fat liner that quick. So, or maybe fat liner mandalas. I don't know, but I already have the images for mandala too. Yes, Beverly, you can. I mean, I don't know if you have the first mandala day book. And that one I made big editions of, and that's going to be the same like that. It's going to be, well, it's not the same mandalas in there, it's different mandalas, but the size wise it will be the same. But of course, as soon as I have the books, I'll be showing them, so then you'll be knowing what is the best for you, I guess. But yeah, you will definitely, there will be probably a tester set for Patreons. I'm sure about that. I usually do that, make tester sets. Oh, if you don't have it, then you of course don't know. I'll show you the first one so that you can see. I'm done with this little mini of today. I'm just gonna grab it so I can show you from the first mandala day. One second. Oh, shit, why is it always blocked? Oh, Victoria. Sorry, I had to move some stuff to get here. So here's a mandala day. So, and here's the big dishes. And it won't be divided in the same way, of course, because it's different mandalas. So here we go. Just gonna take this one away. Then I'll show you. This was the Mandala a Day, the first book of a Mandala a Day. And there you have all these different mandalas that are about 5 inches by 5 inches. So there's, and that's going to be the same kind of size. It's not divided like that there's 122 spiral dalas and 122 Weirdie dalas or 122 regular mandalas. It's not divided like that. But that's the regular size. And then there's 3 books with all the mandalas that were in here. So there's 122 mandalas in each of those 3. And there you just have them in a bigger edition so that they're not small like these. You can see. So they're just bigger for those who like to draw or color in bigger. So that would mean that you would make up your mind if you wanted to have them in a big edition or in a tiny edition. So that's kind of what I got going for next year instead of the mini Weirdie a Day. And then maybe the year after it will be mini Weirdie's again if I draw some, I don't know. Or something entirely different, I don't know. Yet we'll have to wait and see what's going to happen. But you'll definitely get some samples. So now I'm going to finish for today. I'm going to chill out and relax. And then I guess I'll see you tomorrow. So I don't want to stress you about this with the next year's books. I'm just trying to do my best to get everybody's wishes in. And the frame thing would be too big a thing. I think for a daily, it would just be too big. So I want to do those as separate books. You finished it. That's great, Tina. Then you can get some rest too. So yeah, I'm going to say goodnight for now. Yes, Anne, you're right about that. You're right about that. 5 by 5 inches approximately in the little version and 6.5 by 6.5 in the big version. Good night, everyone. Sleep tight. And see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Thank you. Have a great night.